Hi, I'm Brandon, and you're watching Disney Channel. I mean, FreezenFactor.
Damn.
Welcome to FRIESENFAM Fridays, that YouTube show that has one episode from 2 years ago. I'm really good at what I do. 2 years ago, I made an episode of this, which was meant to replace an older series I had called The Frequent Factor, which was a daily sit-down vlog where I would sit here and talk about whatever was going on in my life for about 5 minutes. And yes, it was daily, I was 15 years old, I did look 9 years old, and I mostly didn't have anything to talk about, which is why for some episodes I would literally just sample energy drinks. That's the quality content you subscribed for, right?
That's a little weird, actually.
Well, clench your butts, folks, because I am bringing it back in the form of FreezenFam Fridays. Once a week, we'll be sitting down and talking about what's going on in the gaming world, outside the gaming world, and I'm just gonna share some stuff I like and don't like, and stuff I have opinions on. So here we go. To kick things off, I want to talk about limited run games. If you like physical media like I do, you collect physical movies, TV shows, vinyls, CDs, video games, stuff like that, there's an awesome company called Limited Run that makes physical copies of games that wouldn't regularly be getting a physical release. The gist is they produce a lot of indie stuff. Most indie games don't get a physical release because the companies aren't big enough to support it, so you got Limited Run out there making a limited quantity of these games that they can ship out in a physical cartridge form, disc form, whatever console you're working with, so you can have the physical media. I love this company, I love what they do, I think it's incredibly cool. I recently got my copy of Yooka-Laylee for the Switch in the mail. It's incredible, you get like a little card thing with it, the artwork is all there, it looks like a real physical game, because it is. And not to mention, I'm a person who loves manuals with my games, and bam, they included a manual. Thank you, Limited Run. Big fan. Starting January 1st, pre-orders are opening for Celeste on Switch, a physical copy. I've been holding out on playing and buying that game for the sole reason that I wanted a physical version of it on Switch. And hallelujah, Limited Run is doing it. Other games I picked up this week, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee with the Pokeball Plus for the Nintendo Switch. This game is super fun so far. I may be only 2 hours in or so, but seeing Kanto in HD on the Switch is amazing. Seeing this world that you used to see from a top-down view on your Game Boy in a full 3D landscape is just, it's the most amazing thing in the world to me. Hearing the soundtrack really brings back memories. I grew up in Kanto. Pokeball Plus is a controller I've been using. It's not bad. I can't tell you it's worth the $60 price tag. It feels a little awkward in your hand. It's kind of small. Not to mention, that's what she said. Not to mention, you lose your orientation a lot when you're going, because this way's forward. But when you're holding the controller playing the game, you often move it around in your hand and forward becomes left, left becomes right, right becomes macaroni. It's a mess. Main reason I haven't been playing Pokemon is obviously Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out this week, and I've been playing a good amount of this. Not as much as I would like to. I've not unlocked all the characters yet. In fact, I'm not even close. But the World of Light mode is what I'm currently playing through. Won't talk about it too much. It's still new. I don't want to spoil anything, but I can tell you that if you are on the fence about picking up Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's incredible so far, and the World of Light story mode, also incredible. I will probably make a video on it at some point because of how much I like it, and how much it compares to Subspace Emissary from Brawl, which I also loved, and how they kind of stack up against each other. Amazing game so far, but I don't need to tell you that. Right before Smash Ultimate came out, I started playing through Octopath Traveler. This game is also freaking amazing. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did when Nintendo was doing all the reveals for it and hyping up the game. I really was not that interested. I didn't particularly care. But I picked it up, I gave it a shot. It's a turn-based RPG made by Square Enix, and it's so pretty. The soundtrack is so good, and the story, I'm only maybe 4 hours in, and I am already invested in the characters I've collected for my team so far. Really great game. I'm mad I haven't played more of it, but Smash Ultimate has been eating up quite a bit of my time, as well as A Way Out. A Way Out was released earlier this year. Me and my roommate Logan played through the entire game in one night. We started at 5 p.m., I think ended at 1 a.m., and all I'm gonna tell you is that game was also incredible. I'm so overwhelmed by how many games are good right now. It's amazing. I would like to take a moment to appreciate that currently 2018 and 2017, and probably 2019, has been just a golden renaissance for gaming, and I want us all to realize that and appreciate how good the world of gaming is right now, because it won't always be like this. If anyone's looking for some new music recommendations, here's a few songs I've been listening to this week. I'm a big fan of Remedy by Seether. Riptide by Sick Puppies. That name really breaks my heart, but the song is really good.
I won't justify the way I live my life.
Train by Three Doors Down and She Hates Me by Puddle of Mud.
Train, mama. Explain just ain't the same no more. Train, mama. Never thought I'd be the one who'd slip.
Give any of those a listen. They're super good, super grungy, rock, alt kind of music. If you're into that, that's what I'm listening to this week. We recently had the Game Awards, and by a shocking twist, God of War won Game of the Year. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it. That's incredible. I haven't played it myself, mind you. But Red Dead Redemption won literally every category that would make up Game of the Year. But then the actual Game of the Year award went to God of War. I don't know how that works. I haven't played either game, so I don't even have an opinion here, but I thought that was really interesting how that was laid out. The part of the Game Awards that did matter to me was they announced a remake for Crash Tag Team Racing! Yes! Growing up, I loved Crash Tag Team Racing, and rumor has it, it's coming to the Switch, so I am stoked! As long as we're talking about current news in gaming, you may have heard that Mr. Soulja Boy, the rapper, came out with a game console this week. Not only a game console, but a game console that just emulates everybody else's games without him having the right to be emulating anyone else's games. How is this even happening? And why has it not been shut down yet? I'm not gonna get too deep into this. I'm sure every YouTuber you're subscribed to and their dog has already made a video about it. But yeah, Soulja Boy made a game console that basically, it literally just rips off every other old school console out there. He's reselling emulator machines from websites like Wish for like $400 labeled as a Soulja Boy console, which just plays games from Nintendo, Sega, Neo Geo, wherever you can think of. It's so dumb. It's so it's so dumb. I don't even understand how it's happening. And why has it not been stopped? One man can't be trusted with this much power. YouTube Rewind also came out this week, and I don't need to be the one to tell you that it was super cringy. I guarantee those same 12 YouTubers you have in your sub box that talked about Soulja Boy, yeah, they also talked about this. The original basis of YouTube Rewind is the coolest thing ever. Big crossover events are freaking dope, man. I'm not even a big Marvel guy, but seeing the entire Marvel universe come together for Infinity War, that is sick. Just there's a massive crossover event. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, video games from all over the world, all spanning different places and genres, coming together to beat the shit out of each other in a video game. That's dope as hell. Who doesn't want that? Kingdom Hearts? That's a Final Fantasy Disney cartoon. It's awesome. Who doesn't want that? YouTube Rewind's the same thing. All of your favorite creators getting together in one video to show off all of the memes and trends and fads of that year. It's so cool. This year, YouTube Rewind did not do that. As soon as I saw that the two headliners at the start of the video were Will Smith and Ninja, I immediately knew that this is gonna be lame. They don't represent YouTube at all. Where's the T-Series? Where's the bitch lasagna?
Bitch lasagna.
I'm not the only one who's disappointed. It has become the most disliked video on YouTube, surpassing Baby by Justin Bieber. If you missed it, I did a video on the channel this week about growing up, renting games. It was a really fun video to put together. Super stoked to say that I got a bunch of other YouTubers to collaborate with me on it. Huge shout outs one more time to Quasi Dog, Nitro Rad, Pixel Game Squad, and Jigsaw Flex for taking part in it. And if you didn't see any of my posts about it, I did make a cameo in Nitro Rad's newest video about Canadian television. I highly recommend you check it out. If you grew up in Canada, you're gonna be hit by a nostalgic brick. If you didn't grow up in Canada, you're about to see some awesome shows that you missed out on growing up. Phenomenal video. It really hit close to home to hear James talk about all those shows that I grew up with. And I was incredibly humbled to be a part of it. So thank you again to James for featuring me. And that more or less wraps up my week. Please leave a comment about anything going on in yours. I want to hear about the games you're playing right now, games you've picked up, movies you're watching, music you like, whatever you want to say. leave a comment, I'll be sure to read them. I'd also like to give a FreezenFam holler to the YouTube channel GenXGgrownUp this week. They're an incredibly underrated channel talking all things Gen X. Games, toys, movies, shows, media. They're really cool, super underrated, high production value, and they're some really likable guys. If you have not subscribed to GenXGgrownUp, by all means, go check them out. Do yourself the favor. And that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later days.